like press, slept wrong. Not all pain turns to Teflon. If that's my soul, that's a bet wrong. Blue face patience, baked pasted breath long. Money be a bath when you trying to swim. And your vision is dim, cause the tunnel is grim. Had to make a lot of shifts with the way of the wind. On the whim, level win, so my high end is step strong. Fight for form, I rather lose to a giant tree like go dumb. I always hit it mad growing up, now I know some. My time divided, weeks inspired, days revival. I was crying seconds, crying home. Blow with pride and lift the tire, juice spin off. Avoid the spiral with these wrecks aside. And never saw she look back or spin wrong.
How you feeling?
Celebrate the excitement of All-Star Weekend in a brand new... brand new event in my career, All-Star Takeover, presented by State Farm. Head over to the event center all weekend long, get transported to the court in LA, and earn double rep and prizes. All of the players in this event...
We're back with an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV, and it's a big weekend in the NBA because the All-Star events are here. And guess what? You can also see these events inside 2K.
Ooh, I can't wait for that, but I'm also looking forward to one All-Star that's doing double duty over the weekend. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Stephen Curry.
That's right. He'll be stepping off the court and onto the red carpet, making his Hollywood debut.
Welcome back to NBA 2K TV. Now, this is a full circle moment because I first interviewed you and Aisha 10 years ago exactly for the cover of 2K16 in New York City. And so now I'm working for 2K and I'm interviewing you again. 3 championships later, 2 kids, unanimous media. Congratulations on everything. You have a movie coming out with unanimous media in association with Sony Pictures, GOAT. So tell me how GOAT came about and why an animated movie.
Well, having kids, you kind of think about what, you know, they thrive on. So the animation was one.
It's time to celebrate the All-Star festivities for a week of big-time excitement in My Team.
We've got the players you voted for and exciting new player cards to bring to your My Team lineup just in time for All-Star Weekend.
All-Star packs are bringing the starters, reserves, and stars of All-Star Saturday night.
The starters will all be 99 overall Dark Matters, and every player in My Team is going to want to share the court with the All-Star MVP, who will be added after the weekend as a 100 overall collection reward.
A festival is on now to celebrate.
Welcome to Expert Tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K. Today we're talking all things defense in NBA 2K26. When you want to guard the player that is closest to the ball, press the Swap Player button. Want to guard a specific player? Simply press the icon Swap Bumper, then choose the player's icon closest to the player you'd like to defend. Holding the left trigger will increase your defensive intensity and allow you to initiate contact. This works both on ball or off ball. You can also hold the sprint trigger to move faster. To crowd the ball handler, move toward them with intense D held. New to 2K26 is a variety of defensive upgrades, like more organic body bumps and free-flowing collisions. You'll be able to defend your opponent with much greater proficiency, thanks in large part
It's time to get on the train for your top plays of the week. Scott Moak here, public address announcer of the Sacramento Kings. And the plays pulling into the station. All aboard! stop is the theater with exclusive 185. Deflects the ball for a turnover, runs the floor off the ball, and sprints in to slam home a double alley-oop, flashing the legend aerial wizard and soaring to the rim. Almost enough flight time to show a movie. By the way, pass me some of that movie theater popcorn. Now approaching the proving grounds with Benji. Game on the line. A timeout leaves only 0.4 on the clock. Runs into the paint, elevates, and flushes home the go-ahead basket. It took a series of solid plays, an above-the-rim thriller, and no more time to spare. Speaking of, it's time to vote. Time to choo-choo. Oh yeah, it's time to the station. All aboard! First stop is the theater with exclusive 185. Deflects the ball for a turnover, runs the floor off the ball, and sprints in to slam home a double alley-oop, flashing the legend aerial wizard and soaring to the rim. Almost enough flight time to show a movie. By the way, pass me some of that movie theater popcorn. Now approaching the proving grounds with Benji. Game on the line. A timeout leaves only 0.4 on the clock. Runs into the paint, elevates, and flushes home the go-ahead basket. It took a series of solid plays, an above-the-rim thriller, and no more time to spare. Speaking of, it's time to vote. Time to choo-choo choose. Which play moves you? Maybe it's the long jumping double lock or the clutch throwdown against the clock. I've got an equally tough choice ahead.
Next week, we'll be bringing you highlights from All-Star and a chance at some extra VC.
That's right. We'll have another 2K TV interactive special for you. So make sure you brush up on all your All-Star trivia just in case.
Just in case, because you never know. And we'll also be tipping off Season 5.
That's right.
So we got that thing set up, and now it's like claiming.
Jesus coming, you will see that he don't rock with demon month. Hey, I don't rock with demon month. Nah, real men and God don't rock with demon month.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Golden State Warriors. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Yusuf Nurkic.
Seeing his rebounding numbers go down doesn't come as a surprise. When when you're in the league as long as he's been, you start to think about taking care of your body, the longevity part. That might mean being slightly less aggressive around those young bucks near the hoop. But he's still a valuable piece to have on this roster.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler out there with Bogdan Bogdanović. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And for Detroit, Karis LeVert is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's Holland. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Each team representing their conference in this one, Graham. And they've got some history between them as well.
Yeah, B.A., they've played in some big games against each other. And that only heightens the intensity. It should be a good one. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To the paint. Here's Cunningham.
You know, RJ, tonight it figures to be a physical contest. Each of these teams excelling in rebounding.
Yeah, that's what both hang their hat on. This is a pride matchup. When you identify as a rebounding team, you never want to lose that battle.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Jimmy Butler is out there with Bogdanović. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Cunningham kicks to Holland. To Cunningham. And they get it. That one, no good. Good defense by MP. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And the shot goes down.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
They double him with Butler. Pistons have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. From 12 feet out. And too long on the shot. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Curry has it in the corner. Alston against Cunningham. And MP throws it down hard.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Detroit with the ball. Searching for their first points of nabbing another steal.
The steals just don't end with him, and now he has a good look at the season record.
The instincts, the tenacity he has shown on the defensive end all season long is awe-inspiring.
And every steal gets him closer to the top spot. Sits at 301, and it isn't unthinkable that he could get there this season.
Thompson misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
To the paint. Back to MP. Curry on the wing. 6 to shoot. The shot's good. Alston making the play. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. They double him with Butler. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Portland Trail Blazers. And so the timeout here by J.J. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. On the topic of Curry, Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important thing is to not take any plays off. We'll stay sharp, or he'll remind us, that's for sure. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. MP finds Bogdanovich. Golden State moving it around. The three from MP. And another three for Golden State.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And the Pistons with possession here. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Now here's LeVert.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Detroit, no good that time either. Down low. The kick outside to Butler. Curry outside. The shot's good. Alston making the play. Alston's got 5 assists in the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now, here's Cunningham. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. They need this one. Pass to Holland. Out to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. It's another look.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Bogdanovich is out there with Butler. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Curry in it to...
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Bogdanovich out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry. Then is Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Alston in at the 1 spot. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
I just live from a bottle of you can step my money by the bottle of I got to do like make coke with the rolls like a shark tank. And all of my need to cancel pride. Let's cancel pride. Let's see who won't stand for God. Bitch, your pants aside, man, if y'all this all just a
Here's Cunningham. In the game against Portland, very impressive. On the floor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Bogdanovich. Butler out there with Trace Jackson Davis.
Now Cunningham. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. On the floor for the Warriors. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Now here's MP. 10 points for him. Oh, MP throws it down.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. And here's LeVert. Yet to see a basket. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, empty in the last matchup against